Good evening. These are your top stories tonight on Volt News Network. Ivanka Trump testified for 4 hours in a civil fraud trial today, and her father, former President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, and his company's civil fraud trial. Her family members testified before her. Ivanka maintained a calm and polite demeanor. Legal analysts said Ivanka's testimony likely had little impact on the overall trial outcome. The trial will now hear from defense witnesses as the New York Attorney General Letitia James seeks $250 million in fines from the former president and his company for alleged fraud. Volt News Network will keep you updated on this historic trial. Thousands of Palestinians have been fleeing the attacks in northern Gaza on foot by walking south through evacuation routes opened by the Israeli military. According to the United Nations, over 40,000 people have already made the trek south in the last 4 days. People who have left described facing a terrible situation in Gaza City with constant bombardment and no access to water. The Rafah border crossing between Gaza and Egypt was closed due to an unspecified security circumstance, said officials. Rafah is the only entry point for aid deliveries into Gaza since Israel launched its military offensive against Hamas in October. The situation is ongoing, and we will update you when we have more information. The United States military launched another airstrike targeting a weapons storage facility in eastern Syria, following one last month. The facility was used by Iranian-backed militant groups. This was in retaliation for a growing number of rocket and drone attacks on bases housing United States troops in Iraq and Syria over the past several weeks. At least 45 United States personnel have been injured in these attacks. The United States has deployed additional air defense systems, ships, fighter jets, and hundreds more troops to the region in order to boost protection for its forces. We will keep you updated on United States overseas involvement right here on Volt News Network. This concludes your top stories tonight. This is Dante Steele, and this is Volt News Network. Good night.